All right, let's do this.
G'day everyone, welcome to the Outside Man podcast, pre-season camping edition.
How was everyone's off-season?
Really good, Jed.
Yeah?
Really good, yeah. Watched a lot of cricket.
Yep.
Kids play cricket. Went to a big bash game.
Yep. The Heat won.
The Heat won the final. Great game. Some big scores, big hits.
Yep.
But you know what? It's just not quite as good as...
Yeah, it's not the same without the footy.
No.
And this weekend has brought the trial matches.
Yep.
Rugby league's back again.
Yep.
So we're going to talk about that right now.
What a strong start, yeah. So anyway, it's a good trial round. Jetty and I got to go out to
the Dolphins and the Titans.
Dolphins and the Titans, or the Dolphins and some Titans.
Yep.
And it was a good afternoon.
Yeah, it was a good afternoon. Sold out crowd.
Mm.
So, plenty of atmosphere.
Some good games.
Yeah.
There's a lot of refinement needed, obviously, but it is just a trial, so it's good seeing a lot of the younger guys having a crack.
Yeah. Some good standout performers, I think. Yeah. Who stood out to you this trial round, Jet?
I was pretty happy with how my Roosters went. But then I was also happy with how the Bulldogs played on Thursday night. They played very well, I thought. So, yeah.
Do you reckon there'll be cellar dwellers this year, or
the Bulldogs?
Yeah, too soon to tell.
I think there'll be an improvement. Whether they make the top 8, time will tell.
Time will tell.
The thing with the top 8 is who's not going to make it, so that they get in. And I don't know how many of the top 10 teams they're going to be.
Yeah.
I think.
But
you never know. But that was last year. This is this year.
Yeah, this year.
2024.
And now that they've got like Stephen Crichton and they have like the best interchange bench. They just brought a whole lot of like
an interchange team.
An interchange team.
A team of interchange.
A team of interchanges.
They can all play everywhere.
So what you're saying is they're fully stacked.
Yeah, on the bench.
That's great.
What about you? You watch your Sharkies game?
I watched the first half of the Sharkies game while the big boys played. They played well. They did good. I think young guy Cade Dykes came back from ACL, I believe, last year.
Yep.
He played well. He's got a bit to learn there, but Cattell scored a nice try. So they did well. I think our halves in that game were a bit poor, so we don't really have a lot of depth there if Nico and Trindle don't play. So considering we lost Moylan and Connor Tracy went to the Bulldogs, another one of the interchanges. But who really stood out to me was the Titans winger, Francis, I think his name is. Scored 2 tries. He's a tank of a man. We're on the hill watching him dive over, and I thought he was great. Really good.
Yeah, well, I thought the whole Titans team played really well, even though they ended up
losing,
succumbing to the Dolphins. Good signs there, good depth. I don't think we had any first grade players there in the team. We had a couple of guys that have played first grade a couple of times, but no regulars. So looking really good. I'm really excited. Looks like Des Hasler's paying off, which is what we need. So
And where do you see the Titans finishing? Like
first.
Oh, okay. Yep.
At the top.
First.
They're going to
knock after the 8.
They're going to knock the Bulldogs out of the top 8.
Oh, so 8th.
No, first.
Okay.
Bulldogs will be second. Who knows? I don't know. It's too soon to tell, obviously. We've got another week of trials to go, and then more training, and then we'll see what happens.
That'll be, this weekend. The games will be good. I think they'll be nice.
So what are you guys expecting? Teams. What are you guys expecting in this second week of trials from the teams?
Probably, I don't know what. Well, obviously, I'm not a mind reader, but I'm thinking Des will probably start injecting some of the main roster guys in there. Top main 17, and start working on some combinations. What I would do would probably get some different combinations with some of the younger guys and the older guys, just to give them a bit of experience in game. And then,
and I think
work on that.
that's general with all the other teams, like, I think there was only 2 teams that probably had their full strength team pretty much, but all the other teams had a lot of reserves and young kids that are coming up. So.
Well, Dolphins were pretty close to starting side.
Yeah.
There was a bit of a worry.
And the Titans held them out.
They should have put on a few more points.
Yeah.
But no hammer.
No hammer.
Hammer makes the difference.
Yeah.
Herbie played well.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
He'll be good.
He actually played a little bit in the second row, actually.
And he played fullback as well.
Yeah, he played fullback as well. So
where
where he'll play, for them will be interesting to see.
Moving around. Obviously, he'll have to be in the centres, surely. Or on the wing.
Yeah.
That's where his strengths are.
Yeah. Brings the ball back well too. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Back up fullback would be handy.
To see. Yeah.
Because Hammer will be out for
Sarko
Origin.
could play fullback too.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. Did you guys watch any of the other trial games?
Just the highlights.
Yeah. I must say...
I have to be honest. I was off in another world this weekend.
Yeah.
First I really remembered that the Rugby League was on was when you said, come around and watch the All-Stars game.
Yeah, I know,
Oh, yeah. Oh, the trials have started.
Yeah. That was, to be honest, that wasn't the greatest game, that All-Stars game, I thought.
No.
I know it was raining a bit, and I know it was the first game.
And it looked really hot too. They're in Townsville.
Yeah.
It was pretty bludgerish.
Yeah.
Like, there were some moments where it just looked like park footy.
Yeah. But yeah, in the other trial games though, I must say, as much as it hurts me to say, the Broncos did look very good.
Yeah.
They put on a bit of a clinic against the Cowboys, so I think.
So where are we rating the Cowboys now? 2 years ago, third.
Yep.
Last year, missed the top 8.
Yeah.
Can they get back there? They've dumped their captains.
Yep.
In favour of some other guys.
I think they're rebuilding.
He was a wonder coach though that year.
Yeah,
Todd Payton was amazing.
Yeah.
Cowboys
was he
up and
amazing,
up.
or was he amazing because he's an amazing coach, or was he amazing because he had the Warriors?
I don't know.
Yeah. Well, if they don't improve, his job might be on the line, I think.
Oh, they will. I'm sure they will.
Yeah.
They'll be. They're a top 8 side.
Yeah, but whether they can produce that every week.
And they've invested a lot in Tomalolo.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Well, there was rumours swirling that he might have even been.
Well, the Dragons, Shane
shipped off.
Flanagan tried to get him, but they wouldn't release him.
Yeah.
He didn't want to go. So.
Yeah. On that, the Dragons, they don't look very good, to be honest. Like, I did watch a bit of their trial game against the Raiders, I think it was. And yeah, it's not looking good for them.
I think Lomax and Bird looked alright. Centers, they looked alright.
Yeah.
But they always did.
Yep.
And it's interesting. Did Ben Hunt play? I can't remember.
No, he didn't.
No, yeah. So he'll add a lot.
How good were the Tigers? Anyway, we'll use that as a segue.
Yep.
So what we're going to do is we're going to do first and last predictions for October 2024.
Wow.
Yep.
Jed, we're going to start with you.
Is this premiership or is this minor premiership?
Let's go minor premiers. Minor premiers and wooden spooners this year.
Oh, you put me on the spot.
Yeah.
We know it's at the start of the season. We know it's too soon to tell, and there's there's 27 weeks.
Follow me for more tips.
Look, as much as it hurts me to say, I think the Broncos will be there.
The top.
Yep.
Minor premiers.
Yep. I think that they'll be. I think that. I know that they've lost a couple of players like Herbie and Tommy Fleger, but they've got a young, schoolboy who's meant to be the next big thing, and they've still got Reece Walsh, Reynolds. I think that they'll be the minor premiers.
Yep. For spoonies.
As for the wooden spoon, I think I got to give it to the Dragons.
Oh, okay.
The Dragons.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, that's valid. That's valid.
There
I
you
would
go.
probably. Who are you reckon?
I'm
We're going to hold you to this too.
well, if we're gonna hold
we're
me
not.
to it,
Nah.
I've got to say the Panthers. But I want to say the Warriors.
Okay.
I think the Warriors will win the minor premiership. I think adding Tuivasa-Sheck.
Devakashek. Roger Devakashek.
Roger. Adding Roger, Uncle Roger,
RTS.
to the side. I think
Uncle Roger.
emotional
Uncle
blackmail. Anyway, I think that will give them that little more X factor.
Yeah.
I think that will be hard to beat. I think Fanua Blake's last season at the Warriors, I think he'll have another big one.
Yeah.
SJ obviously another year with the other half.
Yes.
Um,
Yeah, with the young bloke. That,
Yeah.
Yeah, because they did have a couple of injuries leading into the finals last
and they've
year.
still got really good backup for that half.
Yeah.
They've got two other really good halves, whether it's Metcalf or Terry Martin,
Yeah.
whoever they put in there. Roger can play fullback if they need him there. I don't know where they'll play him or what they'll do, but I think there's so much depth.
Yeah.
I think they'll do well. I just can't see the Tigers winning a game. I
3 in a row.
can't.
Three-peat.
I can't see anyone losing more games than the Tigers.
Yeah.
I think you have to play pretty badly.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I don't see what they've got to make it better.
Yeah. Quick question on that then. How do you think Benji Marshall will go as coaching?
Well, I think he'll be a good coach, but I just don't
Yeah.
think they have the roster.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've got a bit more faith for the Tigers this year.
I base this on effort, and I
Yeah.
think every time a team ran away, it was a bit like Dave Taylor. The reason I didn't like Dave Taylor is whenever anyone got past him, he never chased them.
Yeah.
He was like, oh, well, it's done. And I see that in the Tigers. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think Luai will help either.
Yeah, well, he doesn't come
So,
till next year.
Yeah.
I'm thinking probably if it's not Penrith, Broncos are very solid, and like you said, the Warriors as well. Out of those two, I think I'd have to go the Broncos.
Mm-hmm.
Like what Jed said, I think they've, after that big game experience last year, even though they've lost a couple of guys in key spots, they've still got the core.
How do you think they'll handle people hunting them, though? Because people will really want to beat them now.
I think a bit of maturity will be good. I think, Reynolds is really going to want that fairy tale ending. Even if he does stay on next year, I think this is the year. This is the year that they got to win.
And do you think
if they don't get the minor premiers, I think they'll be in the grand final again.
Yeah, okay.
As long as they all stay healthy, I think they've got the.
Yeah. Are they going to stay friends? Or are they going to keep punching on?
Well, I don't know. We'll talk about that in a minute. And then for the spoon.
Yep.
I saw some people calling out for the Dolphins for the spoon this year. I have to strongly disagree with that. I think I don't favour the West Tigers' bad luck for 3 in a row. I think that would be the death knell of the club. I'm probably more in line for the Dragons at this stage. I think they were lucky not to get it last year. It was just they didn't play better than the Tigers. I think the Tigers just lost a few more than what they did. But they're probably the only ones really. It was a bit worrying there for a bit because the Knights were looking like they did a big slide for a while there.
Yeah.
But then they won their last 7 to 8 games. I think.
So it's I'd have to say probably the Dragons.
Yeah. I don't think it's because I'm biased as a Sharks supporter, but I do think Shane Flanagan is a far better coach than Benji at this point because he's done it before.
Yep.
So I think
that's
if
fine.
anyone's going to turn a club one ladder better, I think it would be Shane Fleming.
Well, that's why they got him on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they got him on the recruit, but he can't get anyone at the moment.
Yeah. And Benji, was he supposed to start this year, or was he still supposed
No,
to
he was supposed to start next year, but Tim Sheen's
gone.
realised, getting out of here.
Well, the Tigers have had a change in their board members as well.
There's a couple of resignations there.
So the Broncos scuffle, controversy. There hasn't been a lot of controversies over the off-season this year.
No.
Except for the Broncos, 2 Sundays ago.
Yep, Adam Reynolds.
Patrick Carrigan.
Yep.
Seems like Paddy was a bit intoxicated and Adam was trying to get him into a taxi.
Yep.
He didn't want to go.
He didn't want to go. There's a bit of push and shove and a few words said.
Yeah. And then it was an internal matter.
Internal matter. That was the end of it. Adam Reynolds and Paddy, front of the media on the Monday, said everything's all sweet. Then on the Tuesday, the extra footage came out, which involved Reece Walsh and, was it Haas? Was it Payne Haas or was it one of the other guys?
I think it was Haas.
Allegedly Payne Haas, might have been one of the other guys, can't recall.
Allegedly Payne Haas and Reece Walsh
were giving it a bit of getting in on it too. It looked like it was just horsing around, to be honest. It looked like they were just mucking around. Paddy just being a bit cheeky, and Adam Reynolds was the senior player trying to sort him out. And then that was it. That was the end of it.
Yeah.
So,
do you think though, in some ways, it has been sort of blown up because we're in 2024 now, and like 20, 30 years ago, we didn't have social media or any, we didn't have camera phones, and we just wouldn't
it would have happened all the time.
It
would have happened all the time. Could you imagine Wendell Saylor, Takiri, Alfie, like they would have, they all would have got into it.
I actually listened to an interview with Robbie Kearns on the NRL podcast, and he said the same thing.
Yeah.
Like, he said when they went into the Blues camp, they had 5 days on the beers, and then they trained for the week. Whereas now, social media, everyone's got a camera phone. You can't do that. It's So when they do muck up, and you got to remember they're young dudes like Adam Reynolds.
Such a pressure situation, and then it's the off season.
Yeah. Well, Patrick Carrigan's all 23 or something. Yeah. 22, 23. So they're young blokes. They're gonna muck around.
Yeah.
But no one went to Bali and punched someone in the face. So this year, which was good.
Yep.
Nelson. So happy days. Other big news this week. Paul Kent.
PK.
Yep.
He's back. NRL 360.
Yep.
I'm excited for that. Don't know the details of his
he's been cleared.
Court case.
Yep.
Yeah. So if it never happened, that's crazy. He's lost his job.
Yep.
He's lost 6 months. His name's been dragged through everything. That's crazy.
Yep.
Like, absolutely. If he didn't do it, we'll never hear exactly what happened or what didn't happen, and what the extent of it was. But if that's a player, that
Yeah. Just on a side note.
Well, look what happened to
Curtly Beale.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the union, he got dragged through it recently. So.
Yeah. What was the NBA player? Was it
Josh Giddey.
Giddy or Gidley?
Giddy.
Got Josh Giddy. So he was getting dragged through it. Then, what's the old mates from the Dragons?
But didn't...
was that a bit different?
Jack Bird.
No, not Jack Bird. Jack DeBellin.
Leave Bird alone, he was a shark.
Jack DeBellin.
Jack DeBellin. Was he not guilty? I don't remember.
What about Jared Hayne? Oh, he's in jail.
He's in jail.
He did get...
Yeah, he was naughty boy.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, but anyway.
We've got a couple of weeks to go till the start of the season.
Yep.
The biggest game of the year. It's going to start off in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Yep, who's excited? Who's going?
We're going. The Outside Man podcast is officially not going to Las Vegas this year.
We're officially going to watch it on the TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless we can get someone to
sponsor us. You know, we're always...
Even if we get a sponsor, I don't think I'm allowed to go. So.
We need at least 20 grand.
At least.
So, are you looking forward to the Vegas game? Do you think it's just all hype? It's not really going to be any different for us, is it?
I feel like they should have put the top 4 from last year going over and playing. But I think Penrith said they wouldn't play.
Yeah, they didn't want to play.
Because they're already in England. But I just thought... So that would have been more interesting, I think.
Well,
but
we got Broncos Roosters. That's normally a big game.
Yeah.
Roosters normally bring the fire with the Bronx.
Well,
Yep.
And then we got who's the Manly
and someone else. The team.
We should have researched it a bit better. Anyway, it doesn't matter. No one's going to watch
Is it
that
not?
one.
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about, isn't it?
Yeah.
Manly. I'm not. Yeah, I apologise to the Manly supporters.
No, he doesn't.
I apologise. Anyway.
Yeah. So Sea Eagles and Rabbits.
Yeah, that's the one.
That's
Get
right.
out to Tony.
Because remember Ricky Stewart?
Ricky.
There's another controversy for you. Ricky Stewart was having a whinge that the Rabbitohs, was it Gagai?
Gagai,
Not
yeah.
Dane Gagai.
Jacob.
Gagai was able to use the All-Stars game as a one
Yep.
game off his suspension.
And who was the Raiders player?
Sebastian Chris.
Sebastian Chris, yeah.
So
He's always good for a pre-season whinge, isn't he?
yeah, but there's got to be
Ricky.
consistency too.
Hmm.
Like
Yeah, we don't know why that's the case.
you got to you can't just say, oh yeah, that's a game that I was going to play in. How do you know you were going to play in that game?
Yeah.
Like, do they get picked, and then? But if
was
they're
Gagai
suspended,
going to be?
yeah, but if they're suspended, they're not going to get picked anyway, aren't they?
No.
Because they're suspended.
Yeah.
So how can they say, oh, I'm going to pick you? Oh, you're suspended.
Well, it's more I'm available to be picked, and I didn't.
yeah, but then
I'm
why
available.
can't anyone do that then?
Well, I think that might be the case.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I'm pretty sure...
I was available.
How come you didn't play? Oh, because you were suspended.
I was suspended.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure that Jared Hargraves, he got picked in the New Zealand team as such, or he was in the squad to take off games for his suspension, so that he could come back a few games earlier.
Yeah, but he wasn't going to make it back for Vegas anyway, because he got 3 or 4 weeks, didn't he?
You wouldn't take Jared to Vegas, would you?
That would be a hoot.
He might not be back. You might have to leave him there.
Yeah.
Do you think they're going to be able to let their hair down over there, or it's just going to be business every day?
Well, they got to fly back and then
Yeah, but
play again.
That's going to be a rough turnaround too.
Those 4 teams that play, they get the next weekend off, and then they play the weekend after. So it's
But they've still got to sit on a plane for 20-something hours. That's got to take its toll on you.
Yeah, but effectively it's a buy round for them.
Yeah, but they've got to play the week before everyone else anyway.
Yeah.
So they lose a week of pre-season. So I don't know if it is good or bad.
Yeah, okay. So the payoff might not be.
Yeah.
Interesting though, but how good would it be? First of all, being an NRL player, and then second of all,
go and play in Vegas.
Yep, all expenses
Big
paid.
show. Yep.
In Vegas.
Yep.
Is it a sellout?
No, there's still tickets available.
Still right up the top.
Oh. Yeah.
$6,000 a seat.
No, you're talking about the NFL there.
Oh yeah. How ridiculous was that?
I know.
Oh my gosh. Should we talk about NFL real quick? Did anyone watch the Super Bowl?
I actually did watch it.
Did you?
I watched it on the side.
I forgot about it.
Yeah. Oh, it's very stop-start.
Oh yeah.
Like, every play they stop, and it just gets a bit frustrating.
Do you think it's scripted? There's so many clips. Like one player even said the NFL did a great job scripting this one.
Oh, with the whole
and he didn't say it in a sarcastic. No, like WWE.
Oh, okay.
Like the Chiefs were destined to be the winners anyway.
Yeah.
And they all made it so that they won in the one. Like you watch that last play.
Yeah.
The guy ran across, but all the 5 players that he ran in front of didn't do anything to stop him.
Yeah.
And then just touchdown on the side. And they had to get a touchdown so that it didn't go to the next lot of overtime as well.
Oh, okay. I think the
Who knows? We'll
I think
never know.
you'd find out.
We'll never know. Someone also said that it was registered as entertainment, not actually a sport.
Because Taylor Swift came.
No, the NFL as a
Because
whole.
Taylor Swift was there.
No, they reckon that's part of the conspiracy that she was there to get people to watch.
Watch that, and for people.
Well,
to
yeah, I think they
watch
said
her
that.
Yeah.
With her in attendance of those games, it brought in an extra like $400 million.
Wow.
Well, I also watched. It's not really an NRL thing now, but I also watched a clip on the halftime shows and how many more subscribers and/or ticket sales they got from being on halftime at the Super Bowl. I think it was Justin Timberlake went up like 1 million and all of them just like crazy. So they don't get paid to do the show. It's just publicity. Yeah, really interesting.
We should be on the halftime Super Bowl show.
Yeah, I'll sing.
Book it.
Yep.
No, please don't. Well, I think we've covered everything.
Yeah.
Should we, we're gonna, hopefully next episode, next pre-trials, pre-season episode, we'll have some chairs. If you've just tuned in, we're in the camp chairs, in my shed.
I thought we were actually camping.
In the shed, out the back.
So we do want to know, is there something you want us to cover?
Yeah, we want to do things a little differently this year.
Yep.
Get more of our viewers involved.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because after all, if we don't have viewers, there's not much point doing it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well,
we'll still talk about footy.
Yeah, we'll just won't be in front of the camera.
Yeah.
But you got some ideas, you got something. We can't guarantee we'll listen, but put it down and we'll have a look through and
Just keep in mind, we're doing all this ourselves. We don't have a big budget or a production crew that helps us out. So as much as I'd love to put in clips of games, it gets a little bit tricky.
But and don't forget to like and subscribe to our page and share it to your friends.
Yeah.
And that's it.
That's it.
Should we get out of here?
That's it.
Yeah,
I'll get hot in the shed.
Have a good life, and we'll bring you some pre-season information next week.
See you guys.
Farewell.